Welcome back.
What's going on here?
Colonel, you scared me to death.
I've just found out about Foxdie, Naomi. Why? Why did you do it?
I'm not at liberty to say, Colonel. However, rest assured, I was sanctioned by a higher authority than you.
It's more than that. This is personal, isn't it?
I won't deny that Foxdie fulfills more than our initial objective of killing Foxhound renegades.
Solid Snake. You want him dead. I can see it in your eyes.
Yes, I'll admit I felt that way once. Only now, I'm not so sure.
But why? What did Snake ever do to you?
Do? That bastard ruined the only family I ever had.
And we'll find out more about that later.
Kodak call.
Yeah, but that nicely ties into the Kodak call we had at the end of the last video.
Yeah. Unless you've got more footage to put in place of the Kodak call.
I've got some. The way the graphic novel does it, that Kodak call gets switched with a conversation with Campbell, so I'm gonna have to do fancy editing.
Okay. It's coming along well so far,
Yeah.
so hey. Watch out for trapdoors.
Ah, yeah. I'm just trying to get rid of some of these gun cameras, but they respawn every time.
Yeah, I hate respawning enemies.
I'm out of stingers anyway. Time to rely on chaff.
That's not good. You actually need those.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll top up before the end of the game.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
Nah. Yeah, there's a big wall of gun cameras all on the back walls and that.
And I promise everybody, I am not drunk this time.
Is only.
Where was I for the past, what, 2 or 3 videos?
Ah, it was fine. It was jolly.
Did not stop at least one friend from making fun of me. Yep.
Okay, so we've got stuff. We got the level 7 card now, so we can actually go back and open some of them level 7 doors from earlier.
Nice.
But we finally made it to Rex.
All right.
Yeah, I did find an interesting thing about this room. The animations for it are not correct. The further up you go, if you like look down, it doesn't match what's on the bottom floor.
Oh, old games and their continuity issues.
Yay, fun.
Yep.
Just waiting for that gun camera to turn away so I can get past. Let's go up. Yeah.
Let's go. All right, we got the bit with the card keys coming up.
Ah, yes.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
See, Ocelot's still helping.
Otacon.
Otacon.
Not Ocelot. That is a completely different character
Yeah.
with completely different motivations.
He only helps himself.
Yep. And his mother Russia, apparently.
Until he
But
decides.
mostly himself.
Until he
Yeah.
decides Mother Russia doesn't match his plans.
Yep. Exactly.
Indeed. Yeah, there is one annoying guard on the top level that respawns every time. And it is quite annoying because you have to go through this area a few times.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you were playing Twin Snakes, you don't have to.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Yeah, and if you notice the PAL key there, it looks slightly different from what it was earlier. So it was on the cold configuration. Which Otacon's gonna tell us about in a bit anyway.
I love that pointless conversation they had.
Oh, I've almost done it, but not quite. Just keep going then.
Yeah. Like, why are you stopping to talk to me then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this entire PAL key thing was just padding.
Probably Kojima being Kojima.
And you can't
Where does
use
Snatch fit into all this?
Meryl.
That was Police Knots.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I've
Yeah.
never even played these games, dude.
It's been a while since I played Snatcher.
I will say this on his defense. In his defense, it's late where he is, so
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah. Snatcher takes place in the far future from this. But then it was.
But according to moderators on some forums, it has nothing to do with Metal Gear.
Nope. Even though your companion's called Metal Gear. So if
And they
we.
reference the incident.
Yep. See, we can zoom in on. Look who it is.
Ah.
I just thought I'd show that off.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? You still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
So a stealth nuke, eh? That's pretty scary.
Ooh. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope.
And I did not move us to the Let's Play zone, so I hope nobody drops in.
Ah. It's pretty late,
We
so
could have some uninvited guest.
maybe.
Guests.
Maybe Joe.
You never know.
Yeah,
He does like to drop in.
indeed. Alright, this guy here was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you mentioned him earlier. Can you throw him off of the railing?
Yeah, it don't matter though. Every time you kill him, he just comes back.
Yeah.
Look, there's a
Cockroach.
there's a loading zone around here.
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
He could have told us this when he found the override. And I
Did
didn't
you
mean
find
to
the
do
file
that.
for the override system?
Just wait a little longer. I found out a lot about the arms
Yeah,
industry.
sorry about
though.
that. I thought my
After
backup
the Cold
recording
War
wasn't
ended,
working.
The United
Ah.
States slashed its
But I
defense
think it
budget
is.
by more than 15%. Naturally, the arms industry was severely affected. It resulted in an orgy of mergers and acquisitions. Some of the big arms conglomerates today are made up of what 10 years ago would have been 20 or more smaller arms companies. Armstech is one of those. But we lost our bid to produce the U.S. Air Force's next line of fighter jets. Then we took a stab at civilian applications, but that was a failure too. The company was about to go belly up. Ironically, the Defense Department was in pretty much the same situation. Thanks to big budget cuts, they were forced to turn to the private sector to help fund their weapons development. On top of that, the government began to actively export their advanced weapons technology to the private sector in order to maintain a high standard of quality in the country's defense armaments. Eventually, they decided on a joint development project for new weapon systems between the DoD and the private sector. And since both sides were in such bad financial shape, that's where all the back-scratching came in. So there was another reason for the joint development of Metal Gear, huh? It wasn't just President Baker trying to keep Armstech afloat.
Yeah, I didn't mean to call out a con there, but I guess we got a little extra information.
Dialogue. It
Yeah.
happens.
I wonder how many people have missed that. Look, Snake can steal Metal Gear right now. Just steal it, Snake.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah, if we'll just go over the loading zone now. That guy totally forgets we're there.
Nice.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Foxdie vaccine in our demands.
Foxdie. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Foxdie was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Well, he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours!
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Yep. The game made us climb all the way up here. Now we've got to climb all the way back down just to grab the key again.
Yep. That's proper annoying.
Yep.
And it's funny, nobody's bothered to check and make sure the weapon is actually activated.
Yep. They're just assuming here.
Yep. Our Special Forces heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy. I don't even think a stealth suit would help you here. I'm pretty sure they can see through it.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember, it's been like a long time since I've had the stealth suit on this part.
Yeah.
I'd
I could be wrong, I'm not saying I know for sure.
I'd have to play through the game again and give in to the torture just to get it.
Yep. And nobody needs that. Although I do prefer his conversation with Otacon at the end.
Yeah. Ooh, knocked him off the
But
side.
I don't like sacrificing Meryl to get it.
Yeah.
You have to fight these people?
No, I'm just running away from him.
Okay.
So once you get over Metal Gear, they can't follow you.
Oh, nice.
Because they don't know how to climb ladders. That one part of the
Yeah.
Genome Special Forces training, you know.
Yep. Ladders? Nah, leave that out of the programming. There's too much information we need to fit in there already.
Yeah.
They don't need to climb ladders.
Budget considerations.
Yep. What about actually being able to see the enemy? Nah, leave that out too.
just give them a 45-degree cone vision.
Yeah. We're gonna go with this off-brand over here. Software for them. It's fine.
Indeed.
Do they have better vision in Twin Snakes?
Yes.
Okay. That might be worth doing, just to compare and contrast.
Yeah. They have a lot of quality of life fixes in Twin Snakes, although it's quite absurd as well.
Well, who knows? Maybe I can do Twin Snakes on my channel, and we can do that as a compare and contrast.
You don't want to stay in this water for too long.
Oh, is it radioactive?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Now
I learned something from Skeleton Crusaders playthrough.
Yep. I've equipped a mine detector. It'll show up where the key is if the rat hasn't eaten it. And you have to watch out for bombs in the water.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so it'll end up in Snake's inventory, so...
Jeez.
That's it. You see there's another item around here somewhere. There it is, Palky. We got lucky, the rat didn't eat it this time. That's some more rations.
Nice. I wonder what determines if the rat eats it or not.
I don't know. Maybe if you've been addicted to the rats, then it might eat it, because you can get told off by killing rats in the sniper wolf fight.
Let us know in the comments section. And if you want to see more Let's Plays like this, like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yes, and go over to Reva's channel and check out his latest Let's Play. It's still Max Payne, I believe?
At the moment, yes. Which was recorded 9 years ago.
And if you want something extra spicy, check out his Grumble account.
Yep. Nothing but highbrow entertainment.
Indeed. Yep, so we had the PAL key all the way up here, then we had to go all the way back down to the bottom to grab the PAL key, then we have to go... Yes. So a lot of backtracking will be edited out the next video with this PAL key, because you don't want to be seeing me running back and forth between vast areas.
And most people watching this already know the game anyway, so yeah, you're doing everybody a favor with that.
Yeah, at least Twin Snakes has the decency to put a hot and cold pipe in here.
Yeah, and if you're appreciative of his efforts, leave a comment and like the video.
Yes. Even in the graphic novel, that's why I didn't include that Otacon scene, because it shows him freezing the key with the pipes, and it's not continuity accurate to this version, so I left it out. I know there's a few odd continuity errors in it, like Snake Cap sailing down the thing, but I just thought it funny that conversation he had with Sniper Wolf.
And look, you're trying to make this game more interesting, so there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yep, like the Terminator.
Yeah. I just didn't want to deal with him again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And you shouldn't need the sniper rifle again, so if you can use it to take him out, hey, why not?
Yeah, the sniper rifle's pretty useless from this point on in the game.
Yeah.
There's cameras in here, and if the capture, they'll lock you in the room and gas you to death.
Oh. That's pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah, we've picked up a few chaff grenades well in here as well, so supplies back up again.
That's good.
We want to disable...
Oh, so you're on a timer basically to get in here and use the key in time.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to take out the other camera while I'm in here. So they're not going to pester us.
That's good.
And I think we're about at end of video. Yes, we are. So I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching, and join us, me and Reva, again for the next part. I think there's only about 2 left now.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
Have a good day.